Hi guys, it's me, Boog.
And Dad.
And today we're going to be reviewing the Lowe's Christmas 2025 Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah, so we got another new one here for 2025, and I think it's probably the one that I'm most excited about for this year, because I've been wanting a, some sort of an outdoor type Rudolph for a long, long time, and we've got a few things kind of made out of the little felty type stuff, and that's kind of the closest they've came. But this year, finally, we've got a life-size animated, fully plastic, total outdoor rated Rudolph. And this thing looks absolutely amazing. And not only did they make Rudolph, but they kind of went with the whole collection. The box is a little messed up, so don't look at Santa. They don't have Santa. Santa ended up being Yukon.
Ignore him.
I don't know if that was the original plan and they ended up doing Yukon instead or what. Santa definitely would have been awesome. Maybe we'll get him next year. But they did a whole collection at Lowe's. So they did the Bumble, which he's like 9-10 foot tall. Of course, Rudolph, which we have here. And Hermie the dentist.
Yes.
So really awesome collection. We only got Rudolph. Main reason being is this collection is super expensive.
Lowe's turned up the prices to $1,000.
Yeah, Lowe's wants to make millions this year off their Christmas decor.
Yes.
Apparently. And this guy here was $250. I think Hermie was also $250. But then when you got to what ended up being Yukon Cornelius, he was $400, and the Bumble is $5. And it's just a little much for what you're getting there. Obviously I did go ahead and do the $250 for the Rudolph, just because I've been wanting this one for a long, long time, and he's going to be great. We have a life-size sleigh and reindeer display, which we've had for a few years. That kind of come from the Home Depot a few years back. But of course, we kind of always had to make our own Rudolph, right, Boo? We're just kind of putting a red nose on one of the deer and calling it a day.
Yeah, but I don't think me and Dad have ever had a Rudolph that's actually based off of the Rudolph cartoon.
Exactly, yes. But now, and that's
now
what this is. We finally get it. So I'm super excited about this. But it's supposed to have lights, sounds, and animation. Here's the dimension. So 12.2 inches by 26 inches by 37 inches. So he's a pretty good size. Not the giant, but a pretty nice size. I think about what size you would expect Rudolph to be. Rudolph wasn't a full-grown deer during his show. It's kind of a young buck.
Yes.
So get the reference?
Yes.
But anyway, like I said, and the box is not huge either at all. Probably about a foot wide, maybe 18 inches. This way long, and I would say another maybe 15-16 inches tall. So don't worry about it. You can get this in pretty much any vehicle. No worries there. The key now, though, if you can find them, they put these out around maybe a little bit before Halloween, and at our stores, everything is gone except for the Bumble. So I think they did just a really, really limited run. Lowe's is kind of smart like that. They do not want to have to deal with any kind of clearance with this stuff.
Nope.
So it appears so far, and again, it's not even Thanksgiving yet. What are we, like a week away from Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
But it appears that most of our local Lowe's are already sold out. They're sold out online. And there could be more. There's still plenty of time, but I don't really expect that there will be. I think this was kind of like a little test run for them.
Yeah.
Now, last year they did the Bumble, and that was it. But evidently he did well enough for them to go ahead and at least do a small, run of, the full line here. So anyway, we'll see what happens next year. But I think that's enough about the box. Let's get into it, Boog.
Be right back.
And as always, we always like to give you guys an idea of what you're going to get into when you first open the box. So when you open it up, this is what you see.
Yes.
Basically his head, his big eye there.
Yep, you get kind of like the neck here. Here. Then we have a giant...
Nothing there.
And they get a giant... Well, first, I guess, we got the instructions and the stake screw, or actually screws, here taped to the side of the box.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a little bit of hardware here. And then you can see here right away, it's made by Techie Toys, which they make a lot of Lowe's stuff.
Yes.
They've not been my favorite over in the past. They've done a lot for Spirit for many, many, many years, way before really Lowe's and Home Depot really got into the Halloween and and really heavy into the Christmas game. But they've gotten better over the years. I will give them credit for that. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see how he does. But anyway, and then you also have this huge stop sign.
Stop! Do not return this product to the store.
Okay.
Giant sign taped to the other flap.
All right, so it looks like if you're missing anything, then Techie will take care of you. You got an email address here for Techie Toys. So I guess that's how they would rather you do that versus return them, which is kind of good in this case because right now all you can do is get your money back.
True.
There's nothing to exchange him for, at least not around where we live. So anyway, we're going to get him assembled here, and
Well, first we have to show you the parts list.
oh yeah, we'll show you the parts list, and then we'll get him put together.
Be right back. And we're back with the parts list.
Yeah, so this is kind of what you get once you get everything out of the box. It's all kind of wrapped nicely in bags.
Yes.
And it's about what you'd expect. Nothing too groundbreaking there. There's the instruction manual, but
so you get Rudolph's body here.
Yeah, I'd say the groundbreaking part is that it looks
ears and head
really, really good. Like I said, this hard plastic blow mold, it feels very hard. It does not feel cheap at all. It feels really nice, kind of like what we get from SVI and Pan Asian. It feels very, very sturdy, and that's kind of the groundbreaking thing for Techie. It's just not something that they did a lot of in the past, but obviously they're getting there now.
Yeah.
And this is what you want. You know, they've been doing animatronics for a long, long time, but the problem with them was mostly the stuff on the outside of the animatronics. The plastics they used was super, super thin. A lot of times it felt like you couldn't even pick it up without it breaking or at least bending.
Yeah.
So this is where they've come a long, long ways. Yeah, this feels super sturdy, and it feels like even if the animation stops working, this is still going to be a great looking prop for a long, long time, which is what I love. But yeah, the head looks great. I think it looks just like Rudolph. What do you think, Boog?
Yeah, it looks just like him from the cartoon.
We don't really have any issues with ours. Everything looks really good, except one little problem.
One little problem here is that unfortunately we got some smuts on Rudolph's big red nose.
Yeah, I'm sure this happened at the factory, but it looks like a little smudge, Sharpie, something. Yeah, right on his nose, which is like the focal point. It does feel like it's something that we might be able to get off.
Yeah, I think like maybe some either a dry erase, like Dad said, or maybe like some acetone and wipe it off real quick, get rid of it. I think that could also work.
Yeah, I think we'll be able to figure this out.
But we do have one thing to say, you Techie Toys.
Right.
That's not going to work for me, brother.
Yes. So we might have to use the little paper with the email address here. No, I'm just kidding. I really think, like I said, one of those magic erasers or something like that that'll clean right off because I can feel it on top of the nose. So, yeah. I think overall, like I said, this is it's going to be good. I'm very impressed so far. All right, Big, anything else to add before we start putting them together?
Nope. Let's get them assembled.
All right. Back in a minute. All right. So, got one of these Mr. Clean magic erasers. I've never actually used one of these before, but Mom loves them. So anyway, on the instruction, it says wet, squeeze, and then rub.
Yeah.
So we're going to see if this works. I don't even know what side to use.
Did you even wet it?
I did. Yeah, I wetted it. It's getting dry out pretty quick. All right, let's see. Oh, nope, nothing so far. Let's try this side. Oh, no, I think we have a failure. Well, it is taking some of it off, I guess.
You might just have to scrub it 3,000 times.
Right. Getting somewhere, I think.
Making progress.
Right. Brought to you by our sponsor, Mr. Clean.
Yes.
We're getting there.
Not actually paid sponsor, but Mr. Clean, if you would,
right.
hit us up.
He's my old friend. We went to high school together.
Of course you did.
Oh, Mom swears by these things. Guess this is a really tough stain.
Yeah.
Oh, we got it totally, but it's better.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll keep working with it. We'll get back with you.
We'll be back. And we are back with Rudolph out of the box.
Absolutely.
And fully assembled.
Right off the bat, yes, he looks as good as what you see here. He is amazing. Techie did a great job with this, knocked it out of the park. Like I said, I'm really, really, really impressed. Not really something I expect to see them. I think this will be more of an SVI type thing. But they did it. It looks absolutely awesome. It was a little bit of a pain to put together.
It was a pain in the cheeks to put together.
I'll let you talk to him about that, Big. So you did all the work.
So pretty much, this isn't like SVI where you just have to like pop it on. You actually have to screw everything on with an actual screw. Now the legs weren't too bad. They will give you a wrist workout, but that's about it. But when it comes to the head, so you have the medium screw that you have to screw through the head to get to the actual port so it can move around. And pretty much, I don't know exactly what. I think the problem was they might have made the screw hole that the screw was supposed to go into a little bit too high up, and it just made it an entirely big, just massive pain. And also, something that I also noticed is that it is literally just quite the task just to get the screw through the the head screw hole just by itself. So it was just one big massive thing. Eventually, we finally got it on there, and then one of the ears went on easily, the other not so easily.
Yeah, so instead of having like a lot of those clip type snap joints that like I guess like Pan Asian and SVI use a lot.
Yeah, kind
Yeah,
of like
they're
holes.
to get this thing to stay together. They're having you bolt through. You can see that's some left over there, I hope.
Yes.
But so yeah, you're basically having to play some bolt gymnastics to get it through a lot of this heavy duty plastic, into the receiving holes, on the inside. You can see like there, the legs, they also bolt on that way. I think the ones that gave us the worst problem was this one ear right here, and this one that actually attached the head on, which is obviously very important. But this one here has to go through about 3 layers to get to kind of this turntable that makes his head spin.
Yes.
But all said and done, it's over now. We'll never have to do it again. Only problem with ours, we do have a little scratching on this eye here.
Yeah, it's kind of like some clear paint on there, and it's starting to peel off.
Yeah, it's like a little clear coat. Looks like they didn't hear really well, but Boo's going to take care of that. But yeah, the nose lights up really well. Looks great, even out here. I mean, it's broad daylight. You can see how bright that thing is.
Yeah.
So these look awesome at night. Now that's the only thing that lights up is the nose, so he'll have to have a little spotlight on him.
Yeah.
At night. That's no big deal, either. But yeah, I just think he's fantastic. He looks amazing. I hope next year we get Clarice.
Yes.
That would be so cool.
That'd be awesome.
So yeah, $250 at Lowe's. Like I said, if you could find one, I would highly recommend it. It's been a long time coming. We've been looking for something like this to actually have Rudolph lead our sleigh teams.
Yes, our reindeers.
Yes, the reindeer and sleigh team. And now we actually have him. No more making our own.
Yes.
So
no more strapping a red bulb to the front of a reindeer.
Yes. To try to come up with some form of Rudolph, because we've got him here in person, life size. And this is so cool. All right, so we want to have Boog turn him up. So he does have volume controls, kind of what I was showing you down here earlier. So the standard AC adapter hookup, volume knob, which is over here, and you also have a part where you can plug in a step pad if you want him to work that way. No timer on this one. Techie doesn't do timers. That's more of an SVI Pan Asian thing. So basically, when he's on, and when he's off, he's off.
I'm independent.
And his motion sensor is right here, right up front. Good spot there.
My name's Rudolph. I'm cute! Ready, Santa!
Straight from the
Merry
show.
Christmas! I'm independent.
Yeah, I think they nailed it. He looks fantastic.
Yes.
All right, we're going to kind of get put up with our display, and we'll kind of show you what he's going to look like, where we're going to put him in our yard. Yes, be right back. All
right. So now, after a full 10-hour rotation, we are now here at dark time.
Yes, the nighttime shot
Nighttime,
of
yes.
the Lowe's animated life-size Rudolph, and I think it looks fantastic. Really, really good. The nose has got a really nice LED in there. Lights up nice and bright. And yeah, it looks good. Like I said, the rest of the body does not light up, so he's definitely one that you got to put a spotlight on. Have some way to, light it up.
Definitely.
But other than that, yeah, like I said, it's absolutely great.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna show him to you in action here.
My name's Rudolph. I'm cute! Ready, Santa! Merry Christmas! I'm independent.
And then, yeah, as you can see, we've got him all set up here in our display for this year. So he is leading the team of reindeer here. The rest of these guys are the life size ones from the Home Depot. But yeah, I think it
My
looks
name's
fantastic with it. So excited that we finally got a real Rudolph.
Finally!
Yeah, so absolutely awesome. All right, we hope you guys enjoyed the review, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Remember to like and subscribe, and remember to have a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.